Oh, the crispy outside shell of the breadcrumbs on this Japanese rice. Curry sauce, potatoes, onion, carrot. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Rick. Today we're going to do a fantastic curry. It's so easy, it's so simple. We're actually using curry blocks. We're making a Japanese curry. It's so simple to make, but you know, I eat it here about 3 times a month. I love it. Okay, and we're using some pork loin. I've got a piece of pork loin here. I've seen people bang the heck out of it with a hammer and backs of knives and all sorts of stuff. We're not going to do that. We're just going to cut it in two. We're going to cut the slice. We're going to cut it in two, and then we'll end up with 2 nice cutlets. That's all we need. We don't have to bang the heck out of it or use a meat mallet or anything like that. You know, it will cook fine. Okay, we have a few little ingredients. We've got some potatoes, an onion and a carrot. I've got some chicken stock in here, which is a stock cube. It's just a stock cube in there, 3.5 cups of fluid, and that is going to be enough. So we're going to crack on and make this Japanese pork cutlet curry. Okay, so we want some veggies. I've got a washed carrot here, look, and all we're going to do is top and tail it. And we want some carrot. Now we want some chunks of this, so nice and steady. Whoa, we're losing one there, look. And then we're just going to come through the carrot, and we're just going to finish it off. We've got some nice chunks. Now we're not doing the Japanese cut way where you turn it all around and cut it on angles. I can't be bothered. We're making a curry. So that's going in there. And then we need to peel some potatoes. Peel them in the usual manner with either a potato peeler or with a knife. I'll just quickly do one here with this knife, and then we'll just crack on. And we want some cubed potato. Now, not very big, somewhere like that. That is fine in that bowl. Okay, I'll do a couple more. And we got some onion. In there. Let's have the skin off, and we want some nice little bit of cubed up onion. So we got a little bit of onion, and we want a little bit of a cubing going on there. Now, what if you want a cube to angle, like you angle your knife, cut through there, and you've got an onion. The onion's made up into segments. But if you angle your knife, I don't know if you can see that, but if you angle your knife back to the middle and seam that way, you get some pretty good little squares straight away. You know, you do it whichever way you want. If you just want to cut through and cut across, that's up to you. So we're just going to get that in a tub. We're going to loosen it up as we put it in. It just makes life easier for us when we come to fry it and they're already in segmented pieces. Pork. Got a nice little piece of pork loin there, but obviously it's an inch thick. It's too big. And we're not going to smack it all up and flatten it out. We're going to get 2 cutlets out of there. So we need to be cutting it through. So nice and steady, don't cut your hands. So there we are, 2 cutlets of pork. It's a bit fatty, but it doesn't matter. We're just using pork loin, and we're not going to bother about taking that off. We're going to fry it in there. So all we're going to do is we're going to put that on there, and we're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on. Now a little bit of salt, a little bit of white pepper. Whack it over, do the other side. Now seasoning is up to you, whether you want to salt and pepper it or not, but you know, it's going to be in a batter, so this is the only time that you're going to get any seasoning on that meat. And what we'll do is we'll stick that to one side, and we'll crack on, make the curry sauce first, and then fry that. Okay, we've got our trusty little cooker. we got a pan. So a little bit of oil in there, not much. Now we certainly don't have to go crazy with any of this. In with the onions. Do we have to wait for the oil to heat up? No. In there, start to saute your onions. Now this is a stainless steel pan, it gets hot very quickly. These will start cooking in seconds. We do not want to brown these if we can help it, so watch the temperature on the cooking. Now we're sizzling away, look, already. So we'll start the onions off first, and we're not going to cook them for a couple of minutes or whatever, because the carrots and the potatoes are going in there. They can all cook together. You know, I see so many times that everybody cooks the onions for about 10 minutes and then puts everything else in. We're not bothered, it's all going to cook together. The onions are going to have some texture, cook with the carrots and the potato. Okay, we're going in there with the carrot and the potato. And now we're going to just start to cook it in there together. That's enough. We're going in there with our chicken stock. So dump that in. Now, like I say, this is just a stock cube in there with the water. Full description in the box as per usual. Now we need to be cooking these till they start to go soft, and only start to go soft. So normally with these, what you do, you bring this to the boil, give it about 5 minutes so it starts softening up those potatoes and carrots, and then you chuck in your block. Now read the instructions on the back of one of these blocks if you can in English before you do this. You know exactly how to do it. I'm winging it. I've made it so many times that we just chuck the blocks in. So we're going to bring this up 5 minutes and then we'll chuck the block in. Okay, that's at about 5 minutes. We're going to go in there with our block. It does say crumble the block up. So in we go with our block. Crumble it up, get it in there, stir it in, dissolve it. Let's turn that down a little minute, and we're going to cook it for about 8 minutes tops. And by that time we'll have a reasonably thick sauce. Just keep giving it a stir actually so it doesn't stick to the bottom, and if you have to add water, it depends how quick it thickens up. But I want a fairly thick sauce to go with my veggies. Like I said, don't forget, keep giving this a stir. You know, this is going to thicken up. It's got corn flour in, everything in there, you know. So nice and gently boil it away or simmer it away. Meanwhile, back at the ranch we have an egg. We're going to crack our egg in there like that, and we want to give it a beating. We just want some beaten egg. This is going to be the egg that we dip our pork in to stick the flour to. I've got some rice already cooking. It's Japanese rice. It's been soaked for 15 minutes, chucked in the rice cooker with some water, press start, it's cooking. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to transfer this behind me and I'm going to crack on with the pork. This is virtually cooked already. We need to get the pork on. Pork can't be any easier actually. We need to put our egg in there. This is the easy way. We're going to put our egg in there. We're going to soak our pork in that egg mixture like that. Just chuck that to one side. We're going to put a little bit of flour in this bowl. We're going to take our pork, give it a little shake off, chuck that on there, chuck that on there, a little bit more flour over the top. So all we're doing, we're just coating that up like that. We're going to double dip this. So take your egg and double dip your pork. I'm going to put it back in that flour. Now you don't have to go through all this procedure. You could just flour up this pork, dip it once, and then carry on. So we're going to go back in that egg. We're going to chuck this. In fact, we're not. We're going to use the same thing. We're going to put that to one side and keep a clean pan. We're going to go in there with some breadcrumbs. He says juggling. Give that a little. These are large breadcrumbs. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to take our pork back into those breadcrumbs. And these are quite stickied up now with all that flour. Let's just squash that on there. I'm going to do the same with the other one. Squash it on. A little bit of breadcrumbs on the top of there. Turn it over. And then all we've got is one tray and a bowl to clean. So we've done it all in one. So there's our lovely pork cutlets ready for frying. And now it's a straightforward shallow fry. In there with some oil, pan on, and then we are going in there with our pork cutlets. Now we are going to turn these a couple of times actually. I don't want overcooking and undercooked meat. Now the pork is so thin that it ain't going to take that long to cook. Okay, I think we're going to have those flipped over again. Oh, look at that. That's what we're talking. We'll have a minute on this side. We'll flip them back, have a couple of minutes. Job done. Okay, that's job done. Let's get those out of there. So there we have our pork cutlets, nice and golden brown. All we got to do now is let them rest a little minute, then we're going to slice them and put them on our curry. So all we need to do now is plate up. And if you look in there, that is absolutely perfectly cooked. Oh, the crispy outside shell of the breadcrumbs on this pork. Japanese rice, curry sauce, potatoes, onion, carrot. Oh, this is Japanese pork cutlet curry made. Superb. Oh, come on, look at that. That is superb. All we gotta do now is dig in and give it a go. Oh, come on. Let's get in here. Look at these potatoes. Perfectly, perfectly cooked. Carrots. A minute bit of crunch. We've got that fantastic pork. That really, really juicy pork. And that superb crunch on the outside. Curry sauce. Making a mess. Japanese rice. Oh, that is amazing. That really is good. Well, this is a really, really simple curry. I mean, anybody can make this. It's just chucking curry blocks in some water with some veg. It's superb, it's tasty, it's very much Japanese, and it's very much how we eat it here in Asia. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.